Welcome to Mysteries Niger. I'm your host, Esther. Are you immune to trauma? Is there anyone at all that's immune to trauma? Because a young girl in Nigeria recently got traumatized by a much older man, and for some reason, majority of Nigerian men can't believe she had the audacity to be traumatized. A young girl found herself in a hotel room with a much older man. She wasn't there for any sinister reason, but by the end of the day, she would walk away deeply traumatized because the older man would forcefully pin her down and sexually assault her, after which he will turn around, look her in the face, and laugh in her face, telling her she gave him the best gift ever, her virginity, which, by the way, she never gave him. Today's case is a recent case and it's ongoing. The perpetrator in today's case is currently being held in police custody, and the prosecutors are indicating that they intend to pursue this matter to court. And the young girl in today's case ended her own life as a result of the trauma. For now, there are still information, details that are yet to come out for us to know the full scope of what happened. But so far, we have a very clear full picture of what happened because the victim in today's case, right before ending her own life, recorded a TikTok video narrating the entire incident, what led to her trauma and how she dealt with the trauma and how she couldn't anymore. So let's get into it. Today's case is about a young girl named Favour Agbro, and she was a twin. She had a twin sister who is currently going through a lot because her other half is gone, took her own life. But at the time this year, just a few weeks ago, this happened a few weeks ago. She was 20 years old. She was born in 2006. She's one of those people that don't look their age. And I know how this sounds, but trust me, I went through her page. I've seen so many videos, pictures of her. If she has the camera propped at an angle, she has her wig on, full face of makeup, and all you see is headshot. You could be convinced she's 20. But if she steps back or even take off the wig and the makeup, she'd be lucky to convince you she's 16. She's tall and lanky. She's pretty, very pretty. She's got cute features, barely any curves, but you can see it's coming. Why am I describing her this way? Because honestly, there is nothing about her that should have attracted a 44-year-old man to her. She is extremely beautiful for her age and definitely could attract young boys her age. But to a 44-year-old man, she barely looked 16. So keep that in mind as we go forward. Favour Agbro was a nursing student. Her parents weren't really doing well. She was from Ughelli local government area in Delta State. The parents did their best to raise their children, even though some Nigerian women are currently saying the parents didn't do their best. But no one really knows. Some female influencers and TikTokers are making videos blaming the parents for what happened, but that's besides the point. The parents did their best, as we're being told. They sent the girl Favour to a nursing school. She had a smartphone. What were you doing at 20 if you had a smartphone? Taking lots of videos of yourself, pictures of yourself. Most girls, we can relate to this. If you are a young girl who doesn't look your age, if you're a late bloomer like myself, you always try to look your age. You always overcompensating to look your age. You wear heavy makeup, you dress a certain way, you wear certain fabrics and outfit that accentuate the little curves you have, and you're always popping your hips to the side, standing in weird poses. You turn your back to the camera, crank your neck 90 degrees just so people can see, oh, you've got ass. You always pose sideways so people can see how thin you are, and you pop your hips to one side to show that you've got hips growing in. She did all that as any young lady would. She'd hop on trends, she'd make videos of herself, post on TikTok, hoping one day she could break into the market, become an influencer. Little did she know, there was an old creep, a pervert, who was watching her. So, like the little snake he is, he slid into her DM, started to talk to her. How are you? Blah, 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 blah. What does a 44-year-old man say to a 20-year-old girl? A girl who's more than half your age. However the conversation started, eventually they started to talk. Currently we have screenshots of some of the conversations they had afterwards, which makes people try to twist the narrative. What we know for a fact is Favour had told him she was having financial problems. She said family issues. What I believe personally, which means nothing, is maybe the parents were running a bit late on her fees or money for her school materials as a nursing student, and she has a twin sister. And if you know anything about raising twins, it's completely different ballgame as to raising two children. Having two children, at times, one could be, say, college, the other high school. You're not paying the same tuition because one is cheaper, but having twins means you're paying double of everything. You always have to work extra hard. If one person needs something, you better work hard and get double of that thing, because you get one for who needed it, the other sees it, suddenly they want it too. We don't know if the twin sister was also a nursing student, but it couldn't have been easy raising twins. So he probably must have asked her, oh, what's your motivation for making videos, being on TikTok, to become an influencer? She must have said, oh, I want to help my parents, I want to help with some responsibilities, I want to make some money, which he saw an opportunity immediately to offer his mentorship. He tells her that he could teach her how to make viral clips or how to get monetized, basically how to make money from social media. So he was going to mentor her and show her how to create quality content and how to get monetized in no time. There are screenshots floating currently. Some people have run with a very completely different narrative. The screenshot is of Favour telling the 44-year-old man, whom, by the way, his name is Ifeanyi Ogbonna, an Asaba-based content creator who owns a small fashion boutique. I saw the place in his background whenever he made his videos. It's basically like a thrift shop. It looks like a thrift shop. There's nothing boutique about that because it sounds bougie, like he has money. No, it's simply a small shop with some bright light and hats, baseball caps. That's it. He goes online by the moniker Odogwu of Asaba. The conversation in the screenshot goes, she tells him that someone invited her to meet with them in Abuja, and she alluded to the fact that whoever was inviting her to Abuja had ulterior motives like sexual escapades, and she told Ifeanyi that she wasn't sure if she should go or not. It's a very far distance from Delta State to Abuja. Ifeanyi then presented an option. Why don't you visit me in Asaba from Ughelli? I will show you how to get monetized in no time, so you don't need anyone to help you with money. You don't need to travel distance for people to help you. Favour probably weighed her options. Do I go to Abuja for a quick rendezvous, come back with some money? Do I go get handed fish? Or do I go to Asaba, where this kind man is offering to teach me how to make my own money, essentially teach me how to fish? So do I go receive fish, or do I go learn how to fish? After much consideration, Abuja is far away, Delta is just another local government in the same state, few minutes, an hour max, she could be there with less traffic. It was the closest distance that she could go and return home the same day. Unlike Abuja, that would be days trip. So she arranges with Ifeanyi, aka Odogwu of Asaba. She would be coming to see him. He sends her the address to a hotel. She says she was surprised. Why is he directing me to a hotel? I'm meeting him for work, professional interaction. So why is he sending me the address to a hotel? But she talked herself out of it, saying maybe he's not domesticated enough to keep a home, keep a house, so he prefers to stay in an apartment where there are room service and house service. So probably that's why she shows up. When she shows up at the hotel room, he makes small talks with her, after which he starts to preposition her. She's shocked. You told me to come learn how to fish, not to come get fish. He tried to talk her into it and all that. Now let me describe this man. If you see his video, he looks smelly. I'm sorry if that's spiteful. He has this chubby, oily face with bald, receding hairline, and he looks huge, more huge than the little girl. If you see Favour and you see him, they shouldn't both be in the same room. But Favour didn't know that because his videos online, they were highly filtered. He didn't look his age, he didn't look so gross, but seeing him in person must have been veils taken off, a bit too late. What do you do now? You've already spent the money on transportation to get here, you might as well get the benefit. Learn. He prepositions her. She doesn't know how to react. When you know you're in danger, you weigh your options. Do I play along and hope it ends soon, or do I fight and get hurt in the process? Hurt even more? She settled for she might as well play along and keep herself safe. She lays on the bed and he starts to grope her. She got immediately grossed out. No, this is not it. This is not what I came here for. This is not what I'm doing right now. She tells him, please stop. I take back my consent, which she never ever gave in the first place. She never said, okay, go ahead. She just played along. And if you don't get a verbal yes, she never said yes. She just played along. But the minute he started groping her, she got weirded out, grossed out. She told him to stop, and he did. He was on top of her. So he gets up. She decided to roll over to her side so she could get off the bed. The minute she rolled from her back to her belly, he pounced on her again, gagged her mouth with his hand, pinned her down with his other hand. In that moment, she starts screaming, she starts crying, trying to squeeze out words, and manages to tell him, please, no, I am a virgin, don't do this. She was hoping if anything was going to stop him from what he was planning to do, it would be that. It did have an effect on him, just not the one she was hoping for. Now he had a very good reason to go ahead. So he proceeded and he assaulted her. When he was done, he got off the bed. He just stood there, smiling sheepishly at her. She's crying. Why are you smiling? Why would you do this to me? How is this funny? Why would you do this to me? And then he goes, oh, you have no idea what you've done for me. I have always imagined what it would be like to be with a virgin. It's the best gift you could have ever given me. What gift? She never gave you a gift to begin with. As I did further research, I'm like, what is this? What is this obsession with old men, creepy old men and virginity? Because having a boyfriend, you could easily tell your boyfriend, oh, I'm not ready yet. We shouldn't do it yet. Hopefully someday we'll get married. I would like to get a little more older. Right now, I don't think I am ready at all. In most cases, you just hear, okay, I'll wait. You guys make out, grope each other. That's it. They don't have an obsession with having sex with a virgin. If any case, from some of the research I did, most young boys hate having sex with a virgin. They feel like you're lacking experience. They feel like they have to do all the job. They even feel like they're spoiling you, they're corrupting you. They are perverted for being wild and crazy, but because you're not wild and crazy yet, they have to be tender with you, which is not their preference. So in essence, you're boring to them. But that very inexperience is what old creeps like Ifeanyi are after. What's fun about the inexperience? If you're looking for an experienced person, go find someone your age and tell them to lay on the bed like a potato and let you do all the work. But he tells her that was a gift, the best gift he could ever get. Favour gets up to the bathroom to clean herself up. She's broken into more tears now. Once he heard her crying in the bathroom so hard, it started to dawn on him the repercussion of what he's just done. If she's this broken by the time she leaves, he's in a lot of trouble. So he walks into the bathroom, forces his way in there. The bathroom is a place that you could at least feel safe for a little bit in his presence, and he's still intruding himself into that space. He starts to apologize, kneels down, begs her, I'm sorry, don't know why I did that, never should have done that, I'm sorry. She still feels like he could hurt her more. So she puts on a brave face, sits on the couch after cleaning up. He orders her some food, and at this time, it's still not even noon yet. So he just pounced on her the minute she got there in the morning. She is exhausted from crying. She just fed herself, which I don't know who said food gives you energy. It doesn't. It puts me to sleep. So now she's feeling very sleepy. She's exhausted from crying. She takes a quick nap. When she woke, it was noon at the time, 2 or 3. He starts to talk to her about what happened. She's telling him she's worried. What if? She's too young to worry about becoming a mother. She's a student. So he starts to pacify her that he was going to give her some money before she left. She could get some medications like contraceptive to prevent any unwanted results. She's just sitting there waiting for him to make the transfer so she could leave. He picks up his phone, talks into the phone like he's talking to someone, like a voice message. Can you transfer 50,000 from this account to my account so I need money urgently? Favour said from where she stood, she could see he wasn't really speaking or sending a message to anyone, but wanted her to believe that's what he was doing. But since she wasn't so close enough to be very sure, she thought maybe she was just being skeptic because now she's very distrusting of him. Evening comes around, she's thinking, I have to leave soon. I don't want to spend the night here. So she's sitting close to him, telling him she needs to leave soon. He needs to make the transfer so she could go. He tries to convince her to spend the night there, all while he's still groping her again. And Favour's boiling on the inside. You just traumatized me. And simply because you've apologized, offered a measly subpar solution to a problem you created, suddenly you think we're bum chumps again? That you dare to grope me still? So she's like, no, I gotta go, because she's fully sure if she spends the night, he's going to rape her again. Clearly there's no remorse. He gets her account number and transfers her 8,000 naira. She says to me, she's like, what's this? What's this? This is your transportation back home. The money, the transfer I requested from my whoever, it was unable to go through. So I'll send you the money in a few days. Trust me, this is something I want to handle. I'll send you the money in a few days so you can do the needful, but this is transportation back home. Okay? Bye. Favour leaves. She gets home, and for days, she's probably thinking, anyone would think, would going to Abuja have been better? Because Abuja, the guy there was very upfront with his intentions, his needs, not needs, fuck it, his wants, his lust. He was very clear about it, stated clearly there will be monetary benefits. He wasn't intending to trick her. If she had gone there, she would have been mentally prepared for what's about to happen, and it wouldn't be so traumatizing. But Odogwu of hell tricked her, pretended to have her best interest at heart, and that was very traumatizing for her. So she's still scared. What if I get pregnant? She starts to message him, insisting over and over and over again, where's the money? Where's the money? Where's the money? Now, when the screenshot went viral, so many Nigerian men, not just men, some women as well, took that as, oh, she was asking for hush money so she wouldn't tell anyone about the assault. She was asking for money so she could benefit from her trauma. But in the girl's last video, she did state clearly they agreed on contraceptive. So he was going to send her money for that. But when she left and he didn't send her the money, she had to keep asking him for the money because she doesn't have money. She's a student. She's 20 years old. She messages him, you're bringing back my tears. I know how much the man in Abuja would have given me. It wouldn't have been less than 50K. Hinting that he gave her just 8,000, claiming to give her more money later, but hasn't, basically tricking her again. She tells him, with all due respect, sir, please leave me alone. He had sent her a voice message. Before all that messages, she responded with, he tells her, listen to the voice note. I said, hold this. I'm sending money on Monday. Now it's 12 a.m. No alert. People ignored the other part where he said, I'll send you more money, or I said, hold this for now. People ignored every other thing, even the part she said, you're bringing back my tears this morning. And they focused on two messages she had sent, where she said, I know how much that man in Abuja would have given me, and my virginity where you take forcefully is 10K. You don't like as I calm down. Insinuating, okay, he probably sent her 10K or 8K, maybe I'm wrong, 10K for transportation. Didn't give her any money afterwards for the medication or anything. So she's like, is that what my virginity is worth to you? So much to you that you had to take it forcefully. 10K is all it's worth? People were like, oh my God, she agreed to sell her virginity, or she wants money for her virginity compensation. Of course, if there are men out there who are placing high value on virginity, what is the problem with a woman requesting for financial benefit in exchange for whatever benefit you get from sleeping with a virgin? There's a British woman who is most famously known for claiming she had auctioned her virginity online at the age of 22. And the final bid she got for her virginity, 1.6 million pounds, roughly $2 million, and 1.7 million euros. Want to find out how much that is in naira? I'm going to tell you for free. It's a hell of a lot more than 10,000. After making a video explaining everything, that she was traumatized, on top of being worried that she might become a mother, a student, family, money scarcity, it's not the best time to be a mother. in the trauma, the pain, how he handled it. She made the video and then drank some poison. Her family found her at the verge of death. They took her to a hospital where they tried to help her. According to rumors, she was taken to 4 different hospitals where they tried to help her, and eventually she died.
You beg a man money, you call a man, give him billing. The man ask you to come. And you started shouting, man, must I come and see you? Must I come to your place before you help me? That man no be your papa. That man no be your brother. That man no be your cousin. Now, you give him billing, you don't agree to pay, say come. When you still come, now the man go still spend money, give you food, give you transport, going and coming back because you are a liability, no get anything. As he won't go, he go still fair you that money where you beg him, even give you more. And the only crime where that man commit now, asking you to come. I don't understand. Why? I don't understand how some women they think. Me, where you beg money, do you know me before? Do you know how I suffer get the money? Okay. I beg you for money, invite me, make I come. Use me the way you want. Credit me if I dey go. Give me food. Allow me sleep for where AC day. If you no say you no go see man, no tell him, no beg him anything. Because that man no own you. Unless he dey come clean my house. Do you understand what I'm saying? Unless you dey come clean my house. Or you do work for me, I pay you. You guys should stop this entitlement mentality. All men are the same, all men are the same. What is our offense? We didn't do anything. Now you first come in, begin ask for fun. You want to eat for free. You don't want work before you eat. That thing not be even work self. What is work inside? Now me go still stress myself. Now me go still spend my money.
A few weeks ago, could be after Favour was assaulted, but before she ended her life, this man had the audacity to make the audio you heard that when you were invited over by a man and you agree to go, you should know that you've lost your body autonomy. You owe him sex by agreeing to pay him a visit. Why? Because he's going to pay for a room with AC, pay for a meal for you, pay for the room where you stay, and probably pay for your transportation over there. So all of that makes him entitled to your body. But if they ever find themselves interacting with a mature, established, accomplished woman who probably has her own car, can find her own way there, will offer to pay for the room, pay for the meal, and will make him feel small and not even ask him for anything in return. Guess what? No, they'll look for a reason why they can't be with such a woman. Because honestly, they're not really looking for love or partner or whatever. They're looking for victims. They had the boldness to make that video. If I feed you and I put a roof over your head for 2-3 hours, where there's cool air, then I don't need your consent for anything. After Favour was confirmed to be dead, the parents reported to the authorities with the video and everything. She did mention his name clearly. They went looking for him, found him, arrested him. Eventually, he confessed that yes, it did happen. But guess what? He went on his knees, immediately apologizing to the parents, begging them, telling them that he's ready to give up everything to make this problem go away. He will do anything. Please, they should forgive him. It was a very terrible thing that happened.
This is a very terrible mistake. I ready to give us everything.
Thank you, my people.
You want them to listen to you, please. Did you listen to Favour's? In the video where Odogwu of Hell was begging Favour's parents, there's a few seconds of the clip where the camera pans to Favour's twin sister, and she looks like she's been through a lot. She looks like someone who's been crying, who's been depressed, grieving. She's lost a lot of weight. She's lost a lot of meat on her face. But tell me why so many Nigerian men screenshot the video at that exact point, post a line, and people are leaving comments as such. Person would be like Planet of Apes, but you still go ahead and rape him. Omo bros, you go die and rot in prison. R.I.P. Princess. Screenshot a picture of a grieving sister. Uses the sister's picture to say this was the victim and she looks ugly, and that the perpetrator will rot and die in prison because he dared to rape an ugly girl and then mockingly called the girl princess after he just called her planet of apes. Another said, now let's face the facts. You have no business going to visit a guy in a hotel if you don't plan on getting down with him. Another said, pictures of the virgin girl that claimed she was raped. Dear fellow men, self-control is very important in every man's life, though it may not be easy. Basically, posting pictures, which are screenshots from one of the girl's videos, where you could see her cleavage. That's all, guys. Just her cleavage. Claiming she was too promiscuous for a decent man to rape. So men should exercise self-control because there are some women that are too lowly to even deserve being raped by a man. Then continued to say, consider every woman you see on the street as a trap. Just walk away and save yourself the lifetime embarrassment. If you are married, manage the one you have at home. Now you use your money, go marry him. So manage it and keep your dignity intact. For goodness sake, manage your wife. Because if there were no rules, no laws, we would all be walking around raping women willy-nilly. But since there are consequences, respect yourself and manage a full-blown human. And that's the problem. Incidents like this will never stop happening. It will never stop happening if most Nigerian men don't even see a problem with being sexually assaulted. In fact, they think there are certain women that deserve to be sexually assaulted because they're, quote, not ugly. They're pretty enough, beautiful, attractive enough, and deserve to have their bodies violated. But if you're ugly, being abused should be a privilege. The parents have asked the public to help with some financial obligations that cause of death, the autopsy, and the medical bills for when life-saving measures were being administered, that everything total will cost them about 7 million naira, which they do not have, and they'd like the public to help them with some financial help while the authorities are still looking into the case. As of right now, we have no idea where this is going to end, but we do hope he will be taken to court and he will be sentenced, at the very least, life imprisonment. Until then, that is all I have for you, and this case just very recently happened, so we're hoping there will be more information soon, and we're hoping those responsible will pay the price for their actions. This is not a new thing. This is till as old as time. Women continually are being abused, and some men just feel like it's their nature to take advantage of beautiful women. Something needs to change.
Everyone here. My name is Favour from Warri. This will be the last video of me, the whole world. Last video of me, the whole world will be seeing. By the time you will be seeing this video, I'm already. And the cause of my death is Odogwu of Asaba. As at last 2 weeks, Friday, I can't remember the actual date, but last 2 weeks, Friday. Today date is 14. I'm making this video on the 14th. So last 2 weeks, Friday from on the 14th. This was when this event happened. First of all, I met him online on Monday, which is on Monday before Friday. And I told him that I'm going through some problems. And I need money to sort out the family problem. But I was worried. And I told him that I know of a man. He has helped me a lot when I was in Asaba. But the man is not staying in Asaba. The man is staying in Abuja. But he wants to stick with me. But I can't go. And I texted him that I need his advice to come to meet him in Asaba on Friday. When he told me to come and meet him on Friday, he said I should come and meet him on Friday. He's going to help me. He did not tell me that, let me come, that let him sleep with me. He's going to give me the amount of money I want. No. He just told me, come to us. Can you come to us on Friday? I will help you. My phone was on disappear mode, so I don't have screenshots of those messages anymore. But I'm sure it will be on his phone. Since my phone is on 24-hour disappear, my own chat will not appear in his side, but his own will appear. And his own is more evidence because the chat will be there when he told me to come. that he wants to help me, and he did not engage in any conversation with me with sex. That will not say, okay, I'm hotel. In my mind, what is he doing in the hotel? Was that okay? Maybe that's where he normally stays. So even before we entered, they told me that this is where he normally lodge, normally stay most times. I said okay. I was not scared. I didn't have it in mind that I would do anything of sex because he's a popular person and he would not want to try do rubbish because people might drag him home. That was where my mistake came from. I went inside, started saying stuff he likes me, wants to do with me, and all that. Then I was on top of the bed, foolishly me. I allowed him to put my clothes. That was where I made the mistake. And I told him that, please, I cannot do this. I'm done. I'm still a virgin. So that's why that she is sick. I'm a virgin. So it's not hate her. Just let me go. He said, okay. I still say I won't stand up. I'm lying down like this. Process of me to turn side and stand up. He can't use my back. He can't turn my back face down. He can't use me and cover my mouth. He used his hand to cover my mouth and then he pressed my back on the bed. Close my one. It was very easy. I was shouting. Nobody could hear. I couldn't even shout well because of the pressure of his hand on my mouth. So they did it. They really did it. My head and burst. And I stopped here telling me in my face that you are happy doing this. So I went to the bathroom to clean up myself. I couldn't even clean up myself. I was just standing and crying, pushing the blood come out of my body because I was already thinking that I've disappointed my parents and I've disappointed myself. So he came to the bathroom and started meeting it. He was not doing as if he was sorry. He was begging me. He couldn't need that for the bathroom. He was now begging me. I told about it that I did not tell my parents I'm coming here to Abuja, to Asaba. I did not tell anybody. How will I explain to them? Please. I said, no problem, forgive me. I even hug him. Forgive me. But I was not talking to him, I was angry. I was still angry. I was like, how many hours later I slept? I woke up because I was really serious that there was nothing to put inside me. So I said, stop, I will come. So I was still waiting in that process. I stepped up because I was weak. I woke up. I ate because I'm doing this morning. So I woke up, it was already something after 3, after 3, after 4. So, it was noodles for me. I ate. And I even talked with him. I even loved him. I said that after the rain, because I follow you now for STD, I follow you now. That does not mean that you want to use the opportunity to go over again. Are you okay? And I got and I said that I cannot stay here because I know that if I try and say let me sleep here, they go tomorrow morning. He's still going to write me again because me, I will not really agree. You still want to possibly do it. And I know it's dangerous. So I said, let me go. He can't send me. How much he sent me? It's not 8,000. How much? He sent me for transport back to home. He did not give me money for the drugs, nothing. I saw him sending a voice note to somebody that go to the POS shop. Everyone.
Let me know what you think of this case. If there are any more updates to the case, I will leave them as a pinned comment. But if there's a very major information that's bigger, then I might have another episode on this case. But until then, please take care of yourself. Please be careful who you talk to. Be careful who you trust. Live and let live. If you hate pretty women, just gouge your eyes out. Simple as that. Do us all a favor. Blind yourself. You don't need to see. You really don't need to see. Honestly, if you can't see beauty and appreciate beauty in a healthy manner, you don't deserve to see. Take care of yourself. Please, once again, be careful. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.